Soft, melancholic piano music begins, layered with the faint sound of waves. A gentle, almost hesitant voice begins. Oh, darlings, where to even begin? It feels like lifetimes ago, yet the sting, the utter, unforgivable sting remains. You see, some of us, well, we simply demand a certain standard. Not because we ray monstrously entitled, though the internet might insist otherwise, it's more a matter of principle. A refusal to accept mediocrity. It's like if you ray going to present yourself as a haven, a respite, a 5-star experience you absolutely, positively must deliver. And oh honey, Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa, they did not. Not even close. I'd been dreaming of this trip for months, you understand, meticulously curating an escape from, well, a life that's admittedly rather comfortable. A gilded cage, if you will, but a cage nonetheless. I needed sun and sea and tranquility. A space where one could, heaven forfend, actually relax. My family accompanied me on this itinerary, my darling friends, the very souls I longed to share moments with. It started, of course, with the reservation. A silly little thing, one might think, but a contract isn't it, a promise, they didn't honor it just like that. Temporary room for the first night, they chirped so sweetly. A temporary room, as if my comfort, my dignity could be something provisional. Can you imagine? It was like arriving at a ball in a sackcloth dress. The mattress, oh the mattress, a gaping hole. Honestly, it felt profoundly disrespectful. A physical manifestation of their utter disregard for my well-being. It's the principle of the thing, isn't it? One pays for a certain level of infrastructure, and to be offered something actively broken, just barbaric. And the front desk was so nonchalant about it. As if to say, so what, you'll be fine, right, it barely matters, just sleep. A slight, bitter chuckle. And then there was the language barrier. Now, I am a firm believer in cultural immersion, and absolutely adore learning new phrases. But one does expect a certain standard of communication at an establishment billing itself as international. Several of its staff not speaking a single coherent word of English. Honestly, it felt incredibly isolating. Like being trapped behind a pane of glass, unable to convey even the simplest of requests. Imagine needing water or a clean towel and being met with blank stares and shrugs. It's not just inconvenient, it's profoundly alienating. It's oh, so extremely human of them to be unable to speak multiple languages, but to expect us, the ones paying for this service, to just deal with it is just sad and really silly, isn't it? And the food, my dears, the food. Where to begin dissecting that catastrophe? Lukewarm, repetitive, imagine being offered the same 3 dishes, day after day, each one resembling something vaguely culinary but tasting suspiciously of nothing. It wasn't just tasteless, it was soulless. Potatoes, always sad, pale potatoes. The meat, who knows what animal it came from, but it certainly didn't die a peaceful death. It wasn't fresh, you could feel the gunk in your throat. It was like eating something that has been sitting there for days. I remember my grandmother used to say that food is love made visible, and this was a declaration of utter apathy. It affected my mood, my energy, a constant low-grade misery humming beneath the surface. If food is the language of love, this was a hate crime. She pauses, taking a shaky breath, but it gets worse. Oh, darling, it always gets worse. You see, my friends, they wanted to visit, to surprise me, thinking a little joy was needed. Simple as that, right? The security guard, this brute, he refused them entry. A perfectly reasonable request met with hostility and aggression. Then
Script content only, depressed 16-year-old Georgian girl voice. Oh, you know, I was just looking into what happens near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa, like scams and stuff. And it's sad, you know. Like, why do people have to trick tourists? They just want a nice holiday. Businesses near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa are like, oh, you ray a tourist, let me charge you triple. Like there was this little souvenir shop just near the resort, you know. This British couple went in, bought some small things, and the shopkeeper switched the price tags last minute. They paid like €50 for a little ceramic bowl. I bet they didn't even notice until later, and then what could they do? They probably just sighed and felt stupid. The shopkeeper, still there, probably doing it to the next people. Businesses near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa are like, oh, you want real gold jewelry? Here, take fake. Ugh, there was this jewelry store not far from the resort, and this German tourist bought a gold bracelet for her daughter. She paid so much money, but when she got home it turned green. Like, how could they? She probably cried, you know. And the store, still open, probably laughing. Businesses near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa are like, let us give you fake money as change. Yeah, this American guy went to a small market near the resort, bought some snacks, and gave a 50 lira note. The cashier gave him change, but some of the bills were old, useless ones. He didn't T-check, of course, because who does? He probably realized later when another shop refused the money. The cashier probably does this every day to tourists who don't know it's just sad, you know. Like, why can tea people just be nice? Tourists just want to enjoy the beach, the sun, not get tricked. But yeah, that's how it is near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa.
Comprehensive analysis of businesses near Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa. The businesses surrounding Bodrum Holiday Resort Spa are, unfortunately, a masterclass in disappointment. If you were expecting charm, value, or even basic competence, prepare yourself. The area is plagued by inflated prices, questionable hygiene, and service so inconsistent it feels like a cruel joke. Let's start with shopping. Malls near the resort are either ghost towns or overpriced traps. Oasis Mall, for example, is a place where stray cats seem to have a better time than actual customers. The coffee tastes like dishwater, the toilets belong in a horror film, and the shops are so unremarkable, you'll wonder if you accidentally walked into a storage unit. Then there's Midtown Shopping Center, where the bathrooms smell like they've been abandoned for years, and the parking situation is so chaotic, you'd think the management actively hates cars. Dining, oh, it's a minefield. Nazik Ana Restaurant is the kind of place where tourists get charged triple for cold food, while the owner berates his staff in front of everyone. The menu is a puzzle designed to confuse. What looks like a simple vegetable plate suddenly becomes a financial crime when the bill arrives. And if you dare complain, well, good luck. Hotels aren't safe either. The Kempinski Hotel Barbaros Bay should be a sanctuary, but instead it's a lesson in how to ruin a luxury brand. Hair from previous guests in the shower, wake-up calls that never come, and food prices so outrageous you'd think eggs were made of gold. One guest paid 45 euros for 5 scoops of ice cream. Clearly, inflation hits harder when you're trapped inside a hotel with no alternatives. Nightlife, more like nightmare life. Catamaran Club Bodrum is where drinks disappear faster than your dignity. Waiters steal from your bottle, men are aggressively pushed toward women, and the music is so forgettable, you'll wish you were deaf. If you're a solo traveler, they might not even let you in. Apparently, loneliness is contagious. And then there's Chico's, where the beer is warm, the ice is an afterthought, and the staff only care if you're a woman. If you're not, well,